Success.
Number 86.
Number 86.
I'm Dr. Martin Rutherford, certified functional medicine practitioner, chiropractor.
Dr. Randall Gates, board certified chiropractic neurologist, also a chiropractor.
So last week I was under request of kind of sharing my program with, at the request of a couple of patients, actually, one in particular, and did so. So we got a request this week. I think it was stated. Can we do another one of those with Dr. Gates doing all the talking? So I'm assuming that meant that you'd like to hear Dr. Gates's program. And if that's not what you meant, that's what you're going to get. So this week, Dr. Gates is going to share his program with you. And after great thought, here it comes.
So my program has evolved similar to a lot of your programs. And my story was such that I was very much in denial of the problems that I had, which I think may resonate with a lot of you. Some of you who are watching these Keys to Success may remember a time back from 2010 to 2013 where it was clear that I was not on the program, but I was asking patients to be on the program. And so I have an athletic background, and I talked to my best friend about this because he did too. He was a Division I wrestler. And I think sometimes we maybe lie to ourselves about how healthy we are or our current habits and how good they were or are, because during that time frame from, let's say, 2010 to 2013, I thought I was healthy. I thought I was doing a lot of the right things for me, but in reality, I was simply just lying to myself. My body was deteriorating. I was gaining weight. I was gluten-free, but eating, upwards of a loaf of gluten-free bread a day. No joke. And I was working out, but sparingly, and more just maintaining my strength and a number of weightlifting exercises, but my overall health was not good. And so it wasn't really until Dr. Rutherford and I went to a seminar in 2013, at the latter part of 2013, we were up in Portland, and they showed a picture of the evolution of man. And it's not whether you
we got to get that chart if it had that much of an effect on you.
We're sitting there with, I think it was probably 500 to 700 other doctors and nutritionists and cardiologists and dermatologists. I mean, everybody was there. And they showed this picture, and I thought, wow, I look like this last evolution of man, which was this big guy who was overweight, drinking a Coke. And I said, I have a problem. That was the moment for me. That was absolutely the moment for me that it actually hit home. And I said, okay, I have to take control of this. So it wasn't long thereafter, I started making changes immediately. I could tell you some funny stories about the places Dr. Rutherford and I were eating, trying to be healthy, like Chipotle.
I was okay with it.
And the catastrophic side effects of that. Not catastrophic, but you know what I mean. And so that's where my health journey really began. And I transitioned from just being gluten-free to then being grain-free. I ultimately became a vegetarian. Part of my rationale for being a vegetarian was that I just wanted to see if I could do it, because so many of our patients are vegetarians. We used to say that a person coming in who was a vegetarian almost couldn't do our program because it was just too hard for them. But I found by myself becoming a vegetarian that I could really help other patients who are vegan or vegetarian to do it. So nonetheless, became grain-free, dairy-free. I went through the whole process that you all went through. I introduced foods. I also came to the realization, full disclosure, that I have irritable bowel syndrome. And that was something that I just thought was normal, as many people who come into Dr. Rutherford's consults think is normal. Oh yeah, 6 bowel movements a day is fine. And lots of gas is fine. I don't have a gut problem. Because so many of us are in that mindset that we don't have problems. It's kind of like the whole stress thing. You say to somebody, you're stressed. I'm not stressed. I'm not stressed. Well, they probably are stressed. And as we keep talking about in our broadcast, this fight-flight response is dominating a lot of people's neurophysiology and ruining their physiology. And I think that was a big part of my problem too. So kind of going back again, I became a vegetarian, went through the process, realized I had IBS, realized that I had a major stress component that was not being addressed. And through, yes, the brain exercises, but also the dietary interventions, the supplements, and I take my supplements, I feel a lot better, significantly better, and a lot more calm and a lot more focused throughout the day as I'm working with patients. Because going back, I used to eat, a peanut butter and jelly sandwich on gluten-free bread. I'd be almost falling asleep sitting there talking to a patient because I could barely keep my eyes open because I was so insulin resistant. Lots of times that's what happens when somebody is 305 pounds like I was. So kind of the take-home point that I see is that, we all have problems, and we just have to be honest with ourselves what those problems are, and we need to listen to the research. We need to look at the facts. I think that was part of Dr. Rutherford's evolution. That was definitely a big part of my evolution. And now my focus going forward is I eat an insanely mundane diet. Yes, all my nutrients are there. Being a vegetarian, I'm very cognizant of that. But a lot of people will complain to me, oh, well, there's nothing to eat. There's nothing. I'm tired of eating the same stuff. And that kind of stems from being a foodie. And trust me, I totally get it, because I used to be that same way. I used to really look forward to dinner. I really used to look forward to going out to all these different places. But now I've found the diet that works for me. And if that means that I eat the same thing every day, I'm happy with it, because I feel really good doing that overall. And then also, we talk about our stress relaxation strategies, whether that's meditation for you, prayers, brain exercises, a combination thereof. That is so important for really your overall mental, your brain health, as well as your gut health. So that's my program. And I also work out every day. So that helps me to relieve stress as well, and tension, and kind of keeps me fresh, so that when I'm with patients, I'm really on mentally as much as is humanly possible. Because every time you guys come in, I mean, it's like the Super Bowl to me. We have to be 110% at every one of your visits, or as close to that as I can be, because every visit counts and we're trying to get you better. So that's what I do, so that I can kind of bring my game up to the optimum level to help others. So, and do what I do. So that's it. Did you have anything you want to interject?
No, I thought that was good.
Okay. So we'll see you next week for Key to Success number 87. Please send us your ideas, and we'll talk to you soon.